Next classification is based upon electrochemical classification. What is electrochemical classification? It is based upon the acidic, basic and neutral characteristics of these amino acids. Acidic amino acid contain additional carboxyl group in the side chain. Acidic amino acid means this R group contain carboxylic group, and that will provide its enhanced acidic property. Aspartic acid, glutamic acid, aminocitric acids are example for this acidic amino acid. And basic amino acid means there will be an extra basic group in the side chain that is responsible for the enhanced basic property of this amino acids. So basic amino acids examples are lysine, arginine, histidine, etc. Neutral amino acids means it contains only one acid group and one basic group there in the molecule. Their side chain radicals show neither acidic or nor basic property. Glycine, alanine, leucine, etc. are the example for these neutral amino acids. These neutral amino acids are also known as non-polar or hydrophobic amino acid, because these acidic basic amino acids are sometimes called, and also why acidic and basic amino acids are sometimes called polar amino acids. So these are the electrochemical classification. And next one is the biological classification. This biological classification is based on the physiological importance and on whether they have to supply to human through diet or not. Are classified into essential and non-essential amino acid. Biological classification is based upon the physiological importance. That means these amino acids have to supply to the human through diet or not. So it is essential amino acid and non-essential amino acids. What is essential amino acid? The human body can synthesize some of the alpha amino acid in sufficient quantities that it needs for maintaining good health, but not all these required. Those amino acids that cannot be synthesized by the human body from other compounds and hence must be supplied in the diet are called essential amino acids. There are 10 essential amino acids and they have to be made available through food. That they are valine, leucine, isoleucine, arginine, threonine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, histidine and tryptophan. What is essential amino acid? The essential amino acid means it is important to the maintaining a good health to this living organism. So that amino acid cannot be synthesized by the human body or from other compounds. So it has to be supplied in the diet are called essential amino acids. Then what is non-essential amino acid? These amino acids can be synthesized in adequate quantity from other compounds and that are supplied through diet, and those formed by the degradation by the tissues of the body are called non-essential amino acid. These non-essential amino acid means that is synthesized in the body itself by the supply through diet, or those formed by the degradation by the tissue of the body, that is non-essential amino acid. Essential non-amino acid essential acids amino acids examples are glycine, alanine, cytine, serine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid. These are the non-essential amino acid. Next we are going to deal with the physical and chemical properties of amino acids. What are physical property of this amino acid? Physical means its appearance. This is a colorless crystalline compounds. Amino acids means it is a colorless crystalline compound. And most of the amino acids are soluble in water. They are sparingly soluble in inorganic solvent. All amino acids except glycine have chiral alpha carbon atom that already we seen in the previous video, and are hence optically active. All the amino acids in protein have L configuration. Next is the chemical properties. Chemical properties first, we are going to deal with the amphoteric nature of amino acid, Schwitter ions and isoelectric point. What is the amphoteric nature of this amino acid? These amino acids are exist as a Schwitter ion. What this mean by Schwitter ion? So, the presence of an acidic and basic group in the same molecule. We know that amino acid containing both acidic and basic group. Due to the presence of these acidic and basic group, this alpha amino acid exists in an ionic form. That is known as Schwitter ion or dipolar ion, where the proton of the COH group is transferred to the NH2 group. You can see here this amino acids containing both acidic and basic group. Due to the presence of these both group in the same molecule, what will happen? The proton from the COH group is transferred to the NH2 group. Then they will be assisters in the ionic form. Ionic form, one will be a negative charge and another will be a positive charge. So it is known as Schwitter ion or dipolar ion. Dipolar ion. Schwitter ion or dipolar ion is an internal salt formed by the interaction between an acidic group and basic group that are a part of the same molecule. We can define the Schwitter ion or dipolar ion is like that. It's an internal salt formed by the interaction between an acidic group and a basic group that are part of the same molecule. It is in fact an electrically neutral ion containing both positive and negative electric charge. So we can say that it is a neutral ion, but both positive and negative charge it will bear. Due to the resistance in the Schwitter ion form, what will happen? These amino acids are usually colorless, water soluble and high melting crystalline solid and behaves like salts rather than a simple amine or carboxylic acid. It is formed, we know that due to this polar character or due to this ionic character, this will be remain as means it will show it is a colorless solid or water soluble substance and high melting crystalline solid and behave like a salt rather than a simple amine or a carboxylic acid. So, and in Schwitter ionic form, these amino acids show amphoteric behavior. Amphoteric means they react with both acids and base. They will show both the characteristics. That means acidic characteristics and also basic characteristics. That is why it will react with acids or and also bases. So, first chemical properties of this amino acid is it behave as a Schwitter ion, and next one is a isoelectric point. What is meant by isoelectric point? Depending on the pH of the solution, the amino acid in Schwitter ion form this Schwitter ion form, amino acid in the Schwitter ion form can donate or accept a proton. We see that here in the Schwitter ion, there will be a positive and negative ion present in the amino acid. So, depending upon the pH of the solution, sometimes it can donate or can accept a proton. In purely acidic medium we know that it is low pH. Amino acid is more likely to assist in structure too. Means we can see that if this Schwitter ion is accepting H plus ions, it will form this structure. If it is donate H plus to this OH minus ion, it will assist as RCHCOO minus NH2. That means if it is accept H plus, it will form a cation, and if it is donate H plus, it will form an anion. So, in fairly acidic medium, that means in low pH, acidic media, what we know that it will donate H plus ion. Acidic means there will be a lot of plenty of H plus ions. In that medium, this amino acid will accept this H plus ion and it will assist in this structure, second structure. And in electric field, the ion will migrate towards the negative electrode. Because it is in low pH or in acidic media, it will assist as a cation. So, obviously, in the electric media, it will migrate towards negative electrode. Understood? Once more I will explain. This is the Sitter ion. We know that this Sitter ion is how it is formed. Okay. So, in Sitter ion, there will be a negative and positive charge. So, it can, depending upon the pH of the solution, it can accept H plus ions and also sometimes donate according to the pH of the solution. So, that what will happen if it is accepting H plus, it will form this second structure, and what will happen after this donate H plus, it will form this third structure. So, how this second and third structure is forming depending upon the pH of the solution. Fairly in the acidic medium, that means in the low pH, we know that it contains plenty of H plus ions, so it will accept H plus ions and will assist in the second structure. So it is cation. So obviously in the electric media, it will migrate towards the negative electron. Okay. In fairly basic media means is having high pH. Amino acid, basic media means there will be a lot of OH minus ions. So this from this Sitter ion, this H plus from here will donate to the base. So it will assist as a third structure. Then electric field means there will be a negative ion. So in electric field that will happen, these ions will move towards the positive electron. Okay. So becomes obviously that a certain intermediate pH, this is depending upon the pH. Okay. In a certain intermediate pH, amino acid will assist as a Sitter ion as such, with no net charge, hence will not show any preferential movement towards the cathode or anode. This pH is called isoelectric point of the amino acid. This is characteristics of an amino acid. Okay, certain pH, what will happen in certain pH? This amino acid will assist in the Sitter ion formation. That means positive and negative ions will be there in the same molecule. So it will act as a neutral molecule. So it will not migrate in the electric field. So that pH is known as isoelectric point of that amino acid. Depending upon different types of amino acid, they are having a different pH according to this amino acid intermediate pH. So we can define this isoelectric point as like that: the pH at which an amino acid Sitter ion carries no net charge and hence show no tendency to migrate either towards cathode or towards anode when placed in an electric field is known as isoelectric point of the amino acid. Okay. So, isoelectric point of neutral amino acid alanine, phenylalanine, proline are 6.1, 5.5 and 6.3 respectively. The isoelectric point of the acidic amino acid and aspartic acid and glutamic acid will show 2.8 and 3.2 respectively. The isoelectric point of basic amino acid will be lysine and the arginine will be 9.7 and 10.8 respectively. These are the examples for the different isoelectric point of different amino acids. Next we are going to explain reaction with formaldehyde in the next video. Thank you.